Welcome, everybody. This is the comprehensive counseling for students who are applying to college this fall of 2024. We run a comprehensive counseling program, and I wanted to share with you the details. Okay, so let me just get started. I'll go over the program, then I'll take in your questions. Okay, any questions, please type them away. I'll address them as soon as I finish my presentation. Okay, so this is a unique and an innovative framework to land in colleges. Okay, so this is all about telling a compelling story, right? That's how you get into the most selective colleges or a lot of colleges and a lot of scholarship. This is the last leg which a lot of students fail to put in that work because they are misguided or they just don't know the importance of it, like how to put it all together, write a compelling resume, essays. It's not just the Common App essay, it's a supplemental essay, the honors colleges essay, the scholarships. There's so many components to the college application, and I just wanted to share our framework. Okay, about me. Yeah, I'm an immigrant. I studied in India. Like a lot of you, I was not very clear about the college application process when my oldest son was applying. But guess what? Yesterday, he graduated with master's. He finished master's in engineering in 3.5 years from Georgia Tech. Okay, so but the whole process was extremely frustrating for us, and I've made it my mission to de-simplify or demystify the college process, which was about 6 years back. So a bit about me. I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm a positive psychology coach. I started off as a study skills coach, teaching kids the executive functioning skills. And my college counseling is from UC Berkeley. And I was trained under a leading college counselor planner by the name Evelyn Alexander. And okay, so I have a free mini course for only the participants today. You will get a free mini course on essays. Okay, that's like my specialty, super specialty. The step-by-step, what to do, what not to do, you'll find everything in this mini course. Okay, you'll get that for free. Okay, so we are launching the comprehensive counseling. This is exclusively for juniors that we go over. It's a year-long program. The whole program starts in June. We only take like 10 students, and it goes till the end of their graduation. It's a year long. We help you everything from submission to negotiating for more money, making decisions, and everything is included in that. Okay, so you're in the right place if you want to get into like highly selective schools and programs. You want to skyrocket your child's success, right? There is a lot of money to be won through scholarships. And please don't think that you need to be a stellar student with top grades. My students, I get a lot of average and below average students. They are the one who get a lot of scholarships rather than the top tier. I get all kinds of kids, but mostly 60 to 70% of my students are in the average, above average, and below average range. Okay, so they are in that band and they have tremendous success. Okay, and you want to create a stellar profile. No college can refuse. That's my specialty. Building a brand, like differentiating the child. That's what it is. You want to outplay competition. Let me tell you that you have to be the top 1%. It's not just grades or anything. It's like how you tell your story, the final leg. How did Trump win the election, right? It was all in his marketing, the way the story was told, right? So that's building a brand and telling a very compelling story, right? And I'm going to show you how admission officers have praised our essays as well. Okay, so they've single-handedly said that the essay was really well written. Okay, and also you want to learn from the experts. And I'm going to show you how we have disintegrated the whole college application process, and each component is sort of dealt with an expert. Okay, our Common App essay is taught and reviewed by an ex-admission officer. Our supplemental essays and resume is dealt by creative writing professors. Okay, and our profile building is by our counseling expert Anusha. So that's how we have built a whole program. Okay. And I just want to tell you this framework is not for you or your child if you're looking for shortcuts. I'm sorry, there are no shortcuts. Okay, and you are very hardworking, but when it comes to your child, you always ask, what is a time commitment, right? I don't want my child to take another attempt of SAT, ACT because that's a lot of work. No, I mean, the program is not for you if you don't want to put in our advice into practice. Okay, and you expect like really poor quality essay to land you into colleges. That's not what happens. Okay, I'm up till 3 a.m. in the morning reviewing essays and tweaking the essays. I'm a crazy perfectionist, and that is what has led my students tremendous success. Okay, there's no compromise on that. And you're seeking a deal. If you're a deal seeker and not looking for quality, this is not the place for you. You can like go to other counselors who promise you a lot of things and not deliver at a steal. We are not like that because our experts are expensive. Ex-admission officers, college professors, creative writers, and everybody, they are expensive, and we get you the best resources. And procrastinators, you want to keep the submission to the last minute with your child? Nah, that's not working. But there's poor quality work when you rush, right? So we are working all summer on the college applications. And trust me, your children are not going to listen to you. My own son is a junior, second one. He's not going to listen to me. I signed him up with my mentor, who's a counselor. So he doesn't even tell me what's going on, although I have an army of people. So that's what it is. A surgeon cannot operate on their own family, right? And your kids are not going to listen to you. And the college process is extremely confusing. And you don't want to take chances on their most important interview in their lifetime, right? You don't want to do guesswork and engineer it. I mean, that's the worst thing. And you're like DIY. Oh, you know what? I can figure this out. I am a partner in EY or Deloitte. Oh, I've written so many contracts. I can write an essay. It doesn't happen. The college process is entirely different, right? The essay that you write is for the consumption of the admissions officer. Got it? And you want to DIY it, you want to Google it, you want to ask friends, neighbors for advice. This framework is not for you, right? Because each profile that we build is super unique. It's customized for the child because it's their story. It's our process, but your child's story, right? So that's what colleges want to see, right? And that's what we get. Okay, there is no fudging, there is no padding volunteering hours and all that. We do not do that, entertain that. Going and volunteering in India, no, we don't encourage that. Getting recommendations from uncles, aunt, friends, cousins, did not do that. Okay, so okay, our college success. So my students, I mean, over 300 students have gone through my program, various programs. And yeah, my research student got into Stanford, Johns Hopkins, full tuition. You see all the UCs, everything, Cornell, Carnegie Mellon, all the lot of BSMD programs, Vanderbilt. I can't fit in any more logos here. That's the success that I've had. And my counseling success, I can put it in numbers. My students have won over 5 million in scholarships. You will get multiple scholarship offers. I cannot guarantee it like a financial advisor. My students typically get into 90% of the colleges that they apply to. It is their list, the parents' list, and my list. Okay, it's the student who's in the driving seat. Okay, with Gen Z, you cannot just throw a plan at them and say follow it. They have to be involved in building the plan, and that's what we're very, very successful in. When they build the program plan, they own it. Okay, and my students get multiple scholarship offers and over 200 to 300 schools they've been accepted into. Okay, so how does the college admission process work? I first need to make you understand about how the process works before I get into the solution. Okay. So the essential question that the admissions officer is asking for in a student's profile is, How are your grades? Are you academically capable of studying in our college? Okay, like for example, the admissions officer is from Duke. Okay, and then what are the unique qualities that you bring to uh, um, unique quality that you bring to our college? What has been your impact so far? And does your profile have potential? So these are the essential questions that an admission officer is asking in a student's profile. And you've got to answer them through your different aspects of the application. Okay, so this is how the admission process works. Okay, like for example, I studied in India. I studied in REC Calicut, which is NIT Calicut. My brother went to the library and got an application form. I filled it out. I ranked around 440 in Karnataka. I'm from Tumkur, which is like a small town in Karnataka, very close to Bangalore. So I had 440 rank, and I went there. And based on my ranking, I got the top tier RECs. I went there and I studied. But here in the States, it's entirely different. It's all about the profile building. Test score and grades are two aspects, but there are other aspects as well. And this is how an admission process works. Okay, so there's a regional admissions officer. For example, I live in Pennsylvania. So this regional admission officer is local to the state, but he works for that college. For example, Duke. Duke is in North Carolina, but the regional admission officer is in Pennsylvania or Delaware or New Jersey or Denver, anywhere that they are. Okay, they accept the application and they pitch it to the admissions committee. So you can imagine an admissions committee being like a long table with a lot of people with major discussion fighting over each other. So the admission officer will pitch the student's profile to the committee, then the committee will vote. Okay. Then there is acceptance, denial, and waitlist. Okay. And also, the thing is, there are many components that are secretive that we don't know. There could be a sports, like a swim team coach will come and tell the admissions officer, he send an email to everybody and say, you know what, we're trying to build a swim team in Duke. So please get me candidates who are good at swimming. Okay, so he will look for that. He or she, the admissions officer can be anybody. Or, oh, fencing. We're trying to build a fencing team. Can you get me somebody who's like good at fencing or something like that? They have a rubric, but we know for certain what it's kind of, and the profile has to be fightable by the regional admission officer. You get it? So that is how this process works. Okay, acceptance. Wow, this student is phenomenal. We should take him in Duke. Him or her. Denial. Nah, does not cut it. Denial part. Or waitlist, which is like, yeah, let's me just see if we get a better offer, and they put it aside and they look at it again. So this is how the admission process works. Any questions about it, please type away. I'll address them because it's very, very important. Okay. Next up, so what are the components, right? Now I'm going to break it down into tangible components. They're looking at grades. They're looking at strength of the curriculum. Strength of the curriculum is how many APs or honors courses they have. What is the test score? It's not test optional. If you want to get good scholarship offer and everything, you need to have good test scores. Extracurricular activity, that's very, very important. You have to be in the top 1% if you are vying for merit scholarships. Okay, letters of recommendation, essays, demonstrated interest. These are the important factors. Okay, and it's played in different components, but they have to be there. So what we are working on is essays, and the way you put it in requesting, everything is included in that. Okay. Next, the qualities that the colleges are looking for is a love of learning through your academic record, okay? And a natural leader who gets things done and is passionate about something, okay? How do you show your passion or your talent, right? It's through your extracurricular activities. So you have the academic record that shows your grades, but what are you passionate about? That's where the extracurricular activities come in. And also volunteering and community contribution is very, very, very important. So please remember, if you're multitasking, come back. These are the qualities that the colleges are looking for. Okay. And yeah, so I'm going to show you how to build a stellar profile in 6 steps. Okay. It only takes six factors, six steps, and you can do it on your own, but I'll just show you how to do it. Okay, number one is grades. We all know that you need to have exceptional GPA, course rigor, at least 10 APs to get into I'm talking about the highly selective colleges. Okay, and test scores 1500 plus, 34 plus in ACT. It can be either one of them. And if you're going to commit to me, I am going to ask you, look at your scores and give you feedback on that. Okay, and that's something that's very, very important. I help students, and I have my own strategy, which I tell my students to do, and they've had tremendous success. Okay, this is a very important component. Okay, and they're looking for atypical extracurricular activity. They're looking for students who are the top 1%. And how do you show that? Through your rare talent, activism, all that. They want a very, very out of the box kind of an extracurricular activity. If you are at an event and you see 500 people, that's not a unique extracurricular activity. Everybody's profile is going to look the same. If everybody's in HOSA, it will look the same. DECA, it will look the same. TSA, they're all school clubs. Okay, so it's got to be something that is like unique, a passion project. It's like it's something that's out of the four walls of the classroom. That's it. It's like self-directed, self-motivated, something that they did. Okay, I had a student who suffers from hair loss or alopecia. So he did research on alopecia, and we taught him how to create a passion project where he started activism, because there are a lot of teens who have hair loss and they're bullied, and he started that. He went to the local alopecia association, and he's planning to start a youth organization to build awareness to alopecia. So that's something like a passion project. And I had another student. She wanted to dig deep into gender neutrality and other kind of gender discrimination that is there. So what did she do? She started a book club where they would read those sensitive books and brainstorm and discuss. It does not have to be a phenomenal cure for cancer or something that the student has done that is tangible, that is measurable, that is an outcome. That is a project. Okay, and they expect you to demonstrate a rare intellectual quality. Okay, so if you're applying to Stanford, the first question is, can you tell us a time when you showed a rare intellectual curiosity? So that needs to come out not just on your think, uh, but in sort of an activity that you have done. Okay, so it could be a research you've submitted for publishing. That's something that shows that you've tried to become a subject matter in an aspect. You've spent significant amount of time in mastering that topic. Okay, so we help students build a profile where there is like one topic or one field, and they have multiple activities within that. Okay, so that is how we build our profile. The very first time that we discover, we build a spike or a theme. That's it, the brand or a theme unique for the student, and we sprinkle it everywhere in the application. So it's very, very clear. We're trying to make a crispy potato chip here so that the admission officer looks at the application, consumes a chip, um, accepts, stamps acceptance, throws money at the student, and moves on. So it has to be like the chutney that we make and eat. It's got to have the right proportion of butter, rice flour, and everything. So that takes time. And that takes skill, that takes guidance, expert guidance that we are extremely good at. Creating a crispy potato chip out of a student's profile. Okay. Next, like I mentioned, they like to see a specialization in an area. They want to see a student who's put together, not like scattered, who's done just about everything very poorly. Okay, they want to look at students who have done a few things deeply. Got it? So that's something that is super, super important, right? They like activism, they like all these kind of subject matter expert. Okay, you're applying for computer science. Okay, then AI research, having created an AI model, internship, all those are like story that you tell them that, hey, I've made an effort to become a subject matter expert. Pick me. Okay, I've done impact. I've spent my time creating an impact, and here's my outcome. That's what you got to do. So these are the 6 steps to building a profile. Any questions, please type away. I'll address them. If I start answering your questions and looking at your questions, I'll never get through my presentation. Okay. So any questions about these 6 components, please type them. Okay. Next, so I've told you all about that. I'm going to show you how our program is designed. Okay. We've broken it down into four stages. Okay, like there's a preparation stage, filling out the Common App. We spend a lot of time, like literally one whole week, August 1st to whenever it starts. All my team does is basically filling out the Common App, which most students do not do properly. Okay, so different aspects of it have different points. Then staging. Your child is a PDF. I'm going to share each and every step in that, and we look over each and every PDF as it goes to the college. And then submission. We tell them it's ready to submit, at which point the student submits with the parents. Okay, so in the preparation phase, we stay in the preparation phase for a very long time. We create a plan, we do the discovery, we create the college list, extracurricular activities, volunteering, honors, everything is including the LinkedIn profile. We just take care of every aspect of it. Got it? Because we know what the admissions officers are looking for. We know where to fill it out in the Common App and how to tell a compelling story. We know to sprinkle in that tarka very nicely to sort of make it very tasty. That's our expertise. And filling out the Common App, the college information, the courses, everything we look over and we make the students fill out. Okay, we are not supposed to fill out, but we will make sure the student fills out via Zoom and everything. We watch every single aspect of it. Okay, and then staging. So what we do is we once everything is done, we can download it as a PDF. I pretty much check every student's PDF before handing it over to them. Like handing it over is like telling them, yes, it's ready to be submitted. Okay. And then the final submission, it's deeply personal. It involves a credit card and everything. And some of them like to submit it as an auspicious time. It's family bonding and everything. We just hand over 2 to 3 weeks before the submission date so that the student can submit. Okay. Any questions about the 4 stages? Please type them. I will answer all your questions. Okay. Next is our, did I skip? Our BSMD counseling. So we also do the BSMD counseling. It's very different. Okay, so it's an extremely lengthy process. So students need to fill out the Common App. Then there's a medical college application, the MD application, and we prepare them for the mini medical interview. So they come to the they come with a regular counseling, then we have an extra layer on top of it for the BSMD program. Okay, so this is how our team is. I have 15 people who work for me. I have Samya, who's the main project manager. Anusha is the counseling head. She does all the theme building and Spike and everything. Laurie is another counselor that works with her. We have 3 creative writers. Virgil is the head of creative writing, Jen and Kay. Smrita is our expert with the Common App. Renj is my assistant. Smrita takes care of Common App, LinkedIn, everything. Professor Virgil takes care of the resume. Okay, then we have Clark, who is an ex-admission officer who only does the Common App essay. And Jeannie is ex-Columbia admission officer who only does resume. So we have experts in every single thing. We have disintegrated every part of the college application, have experts, then build it all back together. So that is how we do. Okay, we have experts in every single area of the Common App or the application is dealt with. Okay. And the benefits of the counseling program, it's basically structured, it's accountable. The student takes charge. I mean, the temperature in your house is going to go so much better because we are taking care of it. Students automatically come to us. We have group sessions, one-on-one sessions. I pretty much own their summer. Let me tell you, I'm crazy. I pretty much own your child's life for 3 to 4 months. But that's what it is. They listen to me rather than listening to you. They're scared of me, of course. I've had students who tell me that they really work hard to live up to my expectation, right? So that's the way it is. There's a lot of brainstorming exercises and templates, and it's results driven to maximize acceptances and scholarships. That's it. The amount of effort that your child is going to put in the application, they're going to have so much sense of relief and guidance. Let me tell you, each and every one of your child, they're exceptional. They're unique, they are smart, but the only thing that's holding back and they procrastinate is because it's confusing. Okay, and there's a lot of expectation riding on them. They are so nervous. They are afraid of failure, and that holds back. Like it's not an easy thing. They have to be a project manager. They've come with the most creative topic. They have to write a brilliant essay. I mean, what the hell? How can a child who's like 17-year-old do this? Right? It's just staggering. Right? So just come to us, and we have all the best resources, and it's a very structured curriculum. Right? So that's the way we do it. Okay, and our unique solutions, we have a research. Being a counselor, I have to visit so many colleges and speak to so many admissions officer, and the number one extracurricular activity that they look for is research. And that's what I've created. I have professors, 8 professors who are experts in their field. Please, if you're ever doing research, it has to be done under a university professor, not under a PhD aspirant. It's a blog. Okay, please make sure about that. Okay, so our research program is extremely unique where they work with a university professor and they write a research paper. So they work with 2 university professors. One is an expert in the field. The second is an expert creative writer who's also a college professor, right? So we're showing an outcome. Outcome is a research paper that will be submitted for publishing. That's it. They're going to have a publishable research paper at the end of our program. Okay, and that is what you show colleges, that you have a tangible result. Okay, and these are the like topics that we are offering: cancer, neuroscience, disease modeling, nanoscience, reproductive organs and skins. We have not finalized from the professor. We have AI, ML, NLP. We have genetics and genomics. We have business. Students applying for business programs. Extremely hard to get university professors to run programs for high school students, and that's what we're offering this summer. And we give preference to juniors who are applying to colleges because they don't have much time. They have to finish their research. Okay, so you can download the brochure from here. You'll see everything is mentioned here. Then our research professors. He's from Wayne State University. He teaches cancer research. He's an expert in neurobiology and everything. She's a full professor in biology. It's called infectious diseases, but she teaches disease modeling and everything. Everybody submits an individual research project. Everybody, okay? And nanoscience, she's a professor from Arizona State University. Engineering students usually take nanoscience, nanotechnology, nanoparticles, nano. It's a very, very popular topic. Neuroscience, he's from University of Southern California. He teaches neurodegenerative diseases, okay? So that's what we have. Then she is a professor in UMD. She teaches AI. She's an expert in AI. This is a very, very popular course for us, research program for students who are applying to computer science major, okay? And she's an MD, and she teaches genetics and genomics, right? And he teaches, we've not finalized on these two, he teaches reproductive organs and skin, that's all I know, collagen and all that. So these are experts, and students work with these experts. You will not be putting that, the student will not be saying that you did research with Gifted Gabber. You'll say you did research with the name of the professor and the university. Okay, and then this is a professor who has international experience. They are all university professors from Swiss School of Business. He teaches business marketing, entrepreneurship, and we also include internship in this because students need to create a business plan. Okay, and creative writing professors, we have three. Professor Virgil is very popular. Jen is also another professor, and Kay. They help with writing the research paper. Got it? So that's our specialty. And I just want to tell you for specific majors, what are the things that they can take if it's like pre-med, BSMD, neuroscience, cancer, disease modeling, nanoscience, genetics, and reproductive organs are very popular. For computer science, it's AI, ML. I've also had students doing nanoscience, nanotechnology. I have a student who does that, nanorobotics and all that. Students who are engineering, they typically go into the nanoscience, nanotechnology, nanorobots, and all that. And business, of course, we have a unique business program where we make them create a business plan because if you're applying to Ross Business School and Ross School of Business UNISH, they will ask for a business plan. So we make them work with companies to create that business plan. Okay, so how do you register? It's all online on our gifted Gabber if you just want to get into the research program. For counseling, we have two programs, med and non-med. That's the way we've broken it because the BSMD is a lengthy, it's got like many applications, so that's how it is. Okay, so what's included? Pretty much everything, right? Profile building, there are no gotchas or anything. We make them apply to 15 colleges, right? Everything from the resume to everything is included in that program, included in our program. Unlimited sessions, group sessions, one-on-one, everything. We stopped counting it. Like, what's the point, right? And anytime they will have like support, like working on it. Okay. And of course, they will have to replace Netflix with our, I'm just going to share that. They'll have to replace Netflix with our learning management portal, where everything is like logged and everything. Oh, I hope it doesn't ask me for my password. Uh, okay, like I'm just going to go away because it'll ask me for my password to get it. Okay. Okay, and we have a tracking manual, and pretty much everything is that we have deadlines and a whole manual that a student will get, including what needs to be filled out, what everything you will have that, and a comprehensive plan, like pretty much every aspect of it, right from the discovery, what are the things included in the preparation, everything is like a complete project for us. Okay. And it's individualized that we build. It's not a cookie cutter. It's not possible to have a cookie cutter profile. We build a unique profile for every student. And a flagship counseling package, 2 I's. That's all you can do. Creation of a passion project, a personal brand, uh, private scholarships are included, internships, essay brainstorming, interviews, pretty much everything is included. BSMD counseling package, like I mentioned, that 3-step, the Common App, the medical application, the mini medical interview, all that is included in the BSMD. Okay. So we applied to 5 BSMD, BSEO colleges because beyond that is like exhausting, right? If a student wants to apply beyond that, we encourage them, but they have to write all the essays and everything. Okay. And our counseling bonus, scholarship is my specialty. Okay, so they will have access to the scholarship course, all private scholarships, everything is included in that, right? Applying for the honors colleges and pretty much everything that you can think about will be included in this program. Okay. And here are our counseling testimonials. Coach Joe shaped my college applications by helping me gather my extracurricular and help me pump our great essays to submit. She also made the process of submitting to multiple colleges way easier with her techniques. Okay, so this is how we do that. College applications were more manageable and I'm more confident. This admission process means a lot since it's my future, right? So that's what it is. And yeah, So I'm just going to go over a few admission officers who, like Duke especially. If you see here, um, I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess. So you see the way we build our profile, our acceptance is like this, okay? And yeah, so our pricing, which everybody wants to know, of course. So yeah, you can either do it by trial and error and come to us, or come to us and use our innovative and unique framework to land into colleges. So it's a success formula for your student to get into their dreams and also win tons of scholarship. So what happens is our pricing is about 0.05% of the college tuition. What we do is after this call, we work with, I'll give you a link where we create an individualized, customized solution, right? So every student is different, and that's how it is. So I don't have a flat pricing because it depends. We have a lot of other things that come into play. So the next steps would be to schedule a call. If you're just interested in research, you can just pick research, or if it is a counseling package that you're interested in, you can sort of, hold on a minute, I'm sorry, just get this. So yeah, you can use this link to schedule a call, because we will collect all that information from you, build an individualized package, and then discuss with you and see if that's what you're looking for. Okay, and I also have a freebie for you. This is my essay mastery that I've created a whole course on it. It's a mini course for the Common App essay. It's a very unique program that I've created. I'm just going to quickly go over how this whole course looks. Yeah, so this is what you will get once you get into that. You will get like, what are the Common App prompts, what are the essay writing strategies, all that, what are the pitfalls, what not to write, what not to pick up, tips, everything you will find in my essay guide there. Okay.